Okay. Hello, I'm Sophie. Welcome to my bed, where I talk about goals. Excuse the wet hair. I tried to let it air dry before I started filming, but we're here now. It might just slowly get bigger as it dries during this video, but I don't care. So, as per usual, let's recap last month, July. What were my goals? Read 5 books, research for my stories, the books that I'm writing, wake up before noon every day, clean my room every weekend, work out more, sit outside for 30 minutes at least every day, 2 art videos, 3 writing videos, and 3 other videos, and a successful Camp NaNoWriMo. Now, that was a lot, but it didn't go terribly. I had a very successful camp, first and foremost. I will have a video out on that, detailing everything that I did and how it went, what was good. And instead of 5 books, I read 8 books, of which that includes, in order, a lot of these were digital as well, so I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in physical copies. The first one, the Alexander Hamilton biography. And apparently this month just dragged on longer than I realized, because I didn't realize I finished this book the same month. Well, not the same month, because now it's August, but I didn't realize I finished this book last month, because that just felt like so long ago. Next, actually, was an audiobook, which I really want to get the paperback of, because I want to make, it was so good, and I want to make sure I got every single detail. But it was All the Things I Never Told You by Celeste Ng. It was so good. Okay, next was a book from the library called The Library Book. This was actually like a book to help my research for my books. This is getting confusing, but you can watch me read a little bit of this in a video I made called Reading to Help My Writing somewhere. The next one was an ebook as well, or it was not physical, and it wrecked my 2 a.m. brain. It was Aurora Rising, which I also want to get the physical copy of, so I can get the next book in the series too and have them both with me. Moving on, the next book that I read was physical, and it was Love Boat Taipei. I actually really like this book. I thought I wouldn't, because it, it's like a romance, like love triangle sort of thing, and I was like, but I liked it. Then number 6 of this month was Freshwater. Very good book. It's about like personality disorder, if that is the correct word, and it's told mostly from the spirits that are in the main character's body that like embody her, the personality disorder thing. And number 7 was Educated by Tara West. I actually didn't think I was gonna read it, because I was like, oh, it deals with like religious stuff, and I was like, I usually step away from that, but this was really good. I know everyone says it's really good, but it was. And then the last book I read was actually an audiobook, but I have the physical book of it. I just didn't use it. It was Daisy Jones and the Six. Oh, I can actually take the sticker off. I didn't read it because it's an oral history, and I was like, ooh. And I learned later that the audiobook was full cast. So I was like, okay, great, I'm gonna listen to this because it sounds really cool, and it was very cool, and I wanted to get through the story, and I didn't want to just push my way through this when I knew I wouldn't like it. So it was really good. The audiobook is great. Those are the books I read. Moving on. For the researching for my stories, I only read this book and maybe half of an article in my magazines. So that wasn't very good. And then for the next 3 goals, wake up before noon every day, clean my room every weekend, and go outside for 30 minutes every day, lasted the first week, and then I was done. The wake up before noon lasted like 3 days. The clean every weekend maybe lasted 2 weekends, so sorry, I lied. And then allergies got the best of me for the going outside every day for 30 minutes, so I just stopped doing it, and it got hot. So hot. It's like the highs nowadays are like 116. It's terrible. But I know I did work out more, technically, because, you know, anything's more than 0, and I worked out maybe like 10 days this month. So more, but not more enough, if that makes sense. And then for YouTube, I know I didn't do a single art video at all. I also did way more videos than I intended because the camp videos were getting too long, so I separated them from every 10 days to every 5 days. So let me figure out how many writing videos, how many other talking videos that I did. So I did 5 other videos, like this one, like a reading vlog, stuff like that. Just stuff that isn't drawing related or writing related. 5 of those. And then I did 8 writing videos, which were basically all camp vlogs, except for a real-time write with me and a 12-hour write-a-thon, which was technically a camp vlog, but you get it. All in all, not crazy, like, good, but given me, it went well. This month went well. I can't believe I read so much. Probably because I started listening to more audiobooks, because I can listen to audiobooks while I draw, or while I clean, or while I schedule YouTube videos. I can't listen to audiobooks and write, because then I'll lose track, or I can't listen to audiobooks and, you know, think about words. Now, though, for August, what are my revisions? How am I gonna fix last month to make it better for this month? That was long-winded. How am I gonna fix it? I just have one point. Just less of all of it, because school is gonna be starting. I start, I think, on the 12th. I think I start on the 12th, and I know that that's gonna dominate my time. So I'm just gonna say, cut everything down a little bit, be a little more realistic, because things are gonna get in the way, obviously. That's my only revision. Just cut things down to a more realistic scale. So let's go. I'm just gonna spit them out, but they're in the categories of reading, writing, self-care, stuff like that, you know? So I want to start world building for Project Quest. If you watched my problems with my fantasy novel video, there's no world building. It's like an urban fantasy, kind of, and I want it to be a fantasy. I need to do some world building for that. So I have already started, actually. I started making sort of like building the religious system, because there's gonna be like spirits, and I've started designing the spirits, and that's kind of it so far. But I have a list and I'm ready to get going, so I'm gonna start doing that this month. Second, I want to finish my 0 draft of Project Glass, and I'm gonna do it a little differently this time, because for Project Quest, I went from 0 draft straight to revision. I'm gonna go from 0 draft to Project Glass, read through it while like adding stuff in, and then I'll go to revision, so it's like an actual draft 1. we'll see how it goes. Just trying out different methods, you know? And I want to read 5 books, standard every month thing, and I'll get into my TBR in a moment. But I also want to get 10 videos out in no specific category. I just want to get 10 videos out this month. And once school starts, I hope to actually do good and actually start prioritizing it, because that's going to be a weird shift from, oh, I can write all the time and read all the time and do what I want, to school. School is here. Because, you know, it's been a little while since school has happened. Okay, those are my goals. Start world building for my fantasy novel, finish the 0 draft of my contemporary novel, if you want to call it that, read 5 books, upload 10 videos, and prioritize school. That's it. That's all of them. And now, my TBR. I did not finish my TBR for July. I think that's a given, if you've watched that video. I didn't read Fangirl, which I'm currently reading, and I didn't read The Institute by Stephen King, but that's my TBR here. Spoiler alert. These are all technically new books for me, except for one, but I'll get into it. These are in no particular order either. So, first, Manuals for Survival, Chernobyl Guide to the Future. I got this at the library because my main project right now, Project What, deals with the aftermath of a nuclear war. I mean, maybe it'll help. And then next one, A Winter's Promise, also from the library. And these are both here because my books need to go back by the 14th, so these ones will probably go first, actually. Next is my technically reread Esperanza Rising. I've read this in like 2nd or 3rd grade because my teacher said I would like it, and I did read it. I don't remember liking it or not liking it, but I don't remember any of it, and it's a pretty short book. The words are pretty big, and I just kind of remember the gist of it. I don't remember a lot of it, and I just want to read it. And then The Institute by Stephen King, because I didn't read it last month, and I really want to read it. And then the last book I want to read, Circe, and I still have a sticker on there because I like putting them onto my bullet journal once I finish the books. Okay, those are my goals. Those are my books. That was last month. This is this month. Hopefully you'll follow me along and come back at the end of this month to see how I did. Who knows? All right. Peace.